And welcome back to more Super Mario Maker 2. This time we got Danny along for the ride.
Woo!
Indeed. Last where we left off, we went ahead and got some shells out of the way. It was just pretty one shell of a time, am I right? Am I right? Really? No one wants to say anything? Okay, alright.
No, not really. No, you can sit in that for a while.
But yes, we're back with more Super Mario Maker 2. And
That looks like a tasty mushroom, Luigi.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a bite?
And as you can see
Yeah, why
here,
don't
the
you?
fucking mushroom is chasing after me.
It wants to give you a hug.
So this is one
Don't
of
we
the
like
new
mushrooms
mechanics.
though?
What's up?
Don't we like mushrooms in Mario?
This is one of the new mechanics in Super Mario Maker 2, actually, where...
Hey Mario, that mushroom wants to give you a nice big hug.
Hey
Look,
Luigi, I don't want a hug from a mushroom. I eat mushroom. That's the whole point.
But you could eat it when you give it a nice big hug,
I
Mario.
don't want to hug it. I want to eat it.
Oh, then go ahead and eat it, Mario.
Okay,
Why
anyway.
are you speaking to yourself in the third?
Luigi's grown a lot in the last few years.
Okay, so after that whole monologue, what I was saying was that Super Mario Maker 2 introduced a new thing where you have night mode, as you can see here, and night mode does a whole lot of different things. It can either make the gravity upside down, or you can make yourself lighter with the gravity, or sometimes you'll even swim in something. And in the rare instances, you'll get a poison mushroom in the nighttime level, which is... I don't know why
Actually,
anybody
it's
would
all.
want to do that,
I believe
but...
it's walnut mushrooms are replaced by poison mushrooms.
Exactly, and I don't know why you would want to do that to yourself, but hey, you know, to each his own.
It's a hell of a challenge, eh?
It's called a pro gamer strat. That's why.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah, sure, that's what it is. And not a kick in the dick to anybody who played Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels.
Blink,
Sorry,
blink, blink.
sorry, I blinked out there for a second because I was...
It's all the rejected versions of Link from Legend of Zelda.
Oops.
Oh, okay. Well, the title's making a little bit more sense.
Blink, blink, blunk. Yeah, it's alright.
Blink, blink, blonk. Bum.
That's right, I'm
Oh.
good.
You're blind?
No.
No, he's got super hearing.
Also no. Although my hearing is pretty decent. I gotta say though, for these are the game devs courses. These are pretty well done, even though it's like, yeah, you kind of know that these are from top tier Nintendo creators. You know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I think for the most part they're decent. They're pretty easy, but they're kind of just there to show you off some mechanic and give you some ideas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. that little dude.
And who cares?
Yeah, it's like, if the pros can do it this way, imagine what you, a dedicated fan, can create just by your imagination.
And then it's just like 3 Bowsers in like one room.
Or it's just a Kaizo level.
Exactly. Oh,
That was a good strat, bro.
Thank
What
you.
the heck?
where are you at? Where are you at?
Where you at? Yes, I'm very.
That ain't Falco.
Oh, I want to see if there's something up there. Wait a second.
Oh, there for sure is. It's a coin.
Ow.
Oop.
It's alright.
Blink, blink, blink.
Blink, blank, blunk.
Oh, you did it, Aaron! You really conquered the course!
Who's Aaron? It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
We're so proud of you!
Mario? No, it is I, Sonic. So,
I don't know who this Mario chump is. I'm Cool Teen Sonic.
the funny thing about this is the fact that they're building Peach's castle, all because it was erased by the, I forgot what that dog is named, like a race dog or something?
Oh, that eraser dog?
Yeah.
Blink Dog.
See if I can get that. Hold on, let it...
I always love that they took inspiration from Mario Paint for the style of this game.
Really?
It's very charming. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they did, that's right.
I mean, it's pretty much just Mario Paint, but Mario Maker. I mean, even the it's like pretty much all. I think the Fly Swatter minigame. Yeah, that's a straight from Paint.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still Mario Maker 2? Or is that a Mario Maker 1 thing they got rid of?
Mario Maker 2 got rid of the paint thing.
Yeah, Fly Swatter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I know that you have me on this call because, or basically as the guy who has no idea what he's going into when it comes to video games, specifically Nintendo games. So I gotta ask, what style is this from? Because this was my favorite version of Mario growing up.
Super Mario World.
Yeah.
This is my favorite version of Mario too,
This is my-
style wise.
This is my favorite 2D Mario game.
Mm. I remember playing it a ton when I was younger, and it was great because it was never on my like DS. Because you know I have a tragic backstory. I actually didn't have a Nintendo product until the Wii came out,
You poor
and even
soul.
then I didn't even have like any of the fun games. Like I had Wii Sports.
Wii
And,
Sports was a fun game.
That was it.
Wow, that is tragic.
Yeah. We didn't even have like you know, new Super Mario Brothers Wii. We didn't have Smash Brothers. We didn't have anything like that.
Oh my god.
Not until like much later.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
kind
We
of
had the
childhood is
Wii.
that?
It was a childhood. No, I was mostly a PlayStation kid growing up, so like, you know, I didn't play a ton of Nintendo games, but I knew every single one of the PlayStation exclusives because I had them like up and down, left and right. All the God of Wars got that on lock. What's it called? Like Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, Infamous. Like I was the biggest Sony PlayStation fan, and I still to this day am because like no one does exclusives like PlayStation, you know.
PlayStation Bros for life.
Let's go.
I love PlayStation.
Like not gonna lie, like Nintendo has the market when it comes to like, you know, child friendly exclusives, but if we're talking like good story and like incredible acting and stuff like that, that goes to PlayStation all
that
day
still
every
goes
day.
to Nintendo. I mean, the moment
I thought
the moment
PlayStation
where-
didn't have
listen,
many IPs.
Listen, the moment Peach gets captured by Bowser in Super Mario Odyssey, that made me tear up, alright? That was like top tier acting.
Yeah. The one exception I will make is when, have you guys played Breath of the Wild at all?
John has.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so you know what happens to Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that alone, probably like great writing in my opinion, you know, because it's like, oh shit, this actually matters. What the heck is happening?
Counterpoint, the entire Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy.
Yes, I would give you that. Xenoblade is a pretty top-notch franchise, all things considered.
Like that, especially that goddamn voice acting in one, like, whew. Gonna be hard to beat that one.
Mm-hmm. But you know, The Last of Us. It's like, oh man, is there anything close to God of War? And Ragnarok, like, you know, I don't know. I feel like as far as like narrative based games, like Sony kind of is the champion of that. And I'm not gonna lie,
They're the champion of third person single player adventure game. TM.
Yeah. And like,
It's a bit mean, but yeah.
and like honestly, like I feel like there was a moment where like Xbox almost had it with like Gears and like and Halo, and I don't know. I've heard like negative hype about anything like Xbox exclusive, you know.
Well, you know, that would first require Xbox to have something exclusive.
Some new exclusives, yeah. Dude, like the heyday of Xbox was like 2012.
Yeah.
If that, probably earlier, if I'm being honest, you know. Because like Reach came out. When did Reach come out? Reach came out 2008, 2009, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I remember when Reach came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's like a masterful storytelling," and I'm like, "Cool." And honestly, watching the gameplay for it, like after years later, I get it. You know, when your objective is survive and you cannot win that objective, like yeah, I get it. It's gut wrenching, especially when you meet these Spartans and you like really get attached to them. Like that's the thing. That was the point. You were supposed to fall in love with these Spartans. That's good writing. Oof. Drop them coins like you were Sonic. Damn.
Yeah, I was a PlayStation kid though too. Honestly, I mean, I had Nintendo still. You know, I got the big Nintendo games, but I was also PlayStation. You know, but you know, I was also Capcom kid, so you know, I was still waiting for my Onimusha game. And I was a very sad boy at that moment when I realized we're never getting another Onimusha game, like ever. So that made me sad.
That's how I feel about Infamous, man. Like, I don't think we're ever gonna get another Infamous game.
When was the last Infamous game, though?
The last Infamous game was 2014, I want to say. It was the sequel spin-off thing to Second Son, First Light. But like the last full Infamous game was Infamous Second Son.
See, at least the last one you got was in 2014. The last Onimusha game I got was in 2006.
I mean, forgive me, I could be totally very, very incorrect in saying this, but like, I feel like the spiritual successor to that is, what's it called? Ghost of Tsushima, right?
I don't know. Spiritual successor would have to be technically like something like created by the same company, you know?
I don't think spiritual success. Right now, would that count? Or just would it be just inspired if someone else made it?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, how would you classify something as a spiritual successor?
Nathan Drake is the spiritual successor to Indiana Jones and Lara Croft. In that, like, when Nathan Drake came out, you know, when Uncharted came out, we really hadn't had like a, archaeology adventure character in a while. And now that, like, you know, they tried bringing back Indiana Jones and they rebooted the, the franchise for Tomb Raider, the novelty of Nathan Drake kind of died. But that didn't stop PlayStation from making a great final chapter. In the same way, I don't really know, like, because in my opinion, a spiritual successor is like a game that evokes the same feeling, but is not the same game. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Mighty Number 9 and Mega Man.
Yeah, but that was shit.
Oh, do you even know what Mighty Number 9 is?
I think I do.
It's that one. It's that one that had that commercial where it says it'll make you feel like an anime boy on prom night.
It'll make you cry like an anime fan on prom night.
Exactly.
Oh no.
And it just
No,
looked
no,
terrible.
God.
It did not look very good. It was supposed to be like it was a huge Kickstarter, like huge. It was like being like co-developed or whatever by like the original people who made Mega Man. And it
Mhm.
sunk. It did horrible.
Jeez, that's not great. Yeah, no. As far as like spiritual successors, I don't know, man. Because like I would say like Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter, but they both came out around the same time, and Jak and Daxter's last game was like on the PlayStation Portable, which I played, and it was fun as hell.
I remember playing Daxter on PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, I love the PSP, man.
It's so bad.
PlayStation has this really bad thing. Like they give great systems, but they make no games for these systems.
Ain't it crazy that PlayStation lost a fucking game on the PS5?
Yeah, man, that's insane. How do you drop a game, 8 years of development, and then destroy it in 2 weeks? Shut down the servers, full refunds, 2 weeks.
That's fucking crazy. Like, it was not even like, oh yeah, it's gonna be on live replay. No, full refund, full stop, just gone.
Server shut down, and I hope that it's not like they fired everyone and stuff like that. I hope that they're like, we're going back to the drawing board. Concord is coming back, because honestly, like I heard nothing bad about Concord. Like everyone was like, I mean, it's all right. It's another Overwatch clone.
That's
like,
what I mostly heard. It was just or kind of boring, especially the character designs that were, I feel like most people didn't really like.
Yeah,
Some of them
like,
were pretty bad, but I liked some of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could have done something that like Overwatch failed to do, and that is have a really engaging story mode. You know, because like that was the big thing when Overwatch first came out. I remember everyone was like, "We're getting a story mode for these guys, right?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Blizzard was like, "100%, we're getting the story." But look, here's animatics, here's movies and stuff like that. Here's tie-in comics. Here's okay, and then we're all getting geared like, "Yeah, we're getting ready for a story mode." And it's been years.
No, we got it. It was 3 missions, and they are probably never doing it again.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When we anticipated a story mode, we anticipated like a Call of Duty level story mode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not a story mode. That's a tie-in mission that's like a special event backstory thing.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much what I think. I mean, that's what I was kind of expecting them to be, but more advanced. I played only 2 out of 3 of them. I need to finish the 3rd one. But like, I enjoyed them for what they were. I would like more.
Yeah, but I feel like Concord, if they really wanted to set themselves apart, they should have added a really killer story mode, like a campaign, like a full campaign. I thought
it was gonna be some kind of looter shooter when I first saw it,
Yeah.
Like a Borderlands kind of thing.
Yeah, or what's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah. There's like this ragtag team of people doing little bounty missions and stuff. Saving the galaxy.
And it really did look like it would be promising. And then you find out, oh, it's just another Overwatch clone. Jeez. Did I cut out?
A little, yeah.
I heard you.
Okay, I was saying, like, it looked very promising, but then you found out it was another Overwatch clone, and you're like, God, we have enough of those. I don't need another Valorant.
Oh, a pretty easy mission.
Yeah. I know what you guys are, are saying in terms of story and in terms of everything that's going on. Enjoy a good story, too. That's as much as I'm going to contribute, because honestly, A, I was playing the game, and B, I kind of zoned in a bit with that last one.
Yeah. Here's what I think would be really interesting, right? And this is, like, I don't know how this would work, but imagine if it was like a, like, you know how, like, the Walking Dead games?
Yes.
The Telltale game ones, right?
Yeah. like a Telltale game, but like or like the same guys that did like Until Dawn or you know, The Quarry.
Heavy
you know?
Rain.
Yeah, like you know how it's just like
There's
they're
a
like
God!
you like interact with the world, and like depending on like the you know interactions that you make, it'll change the outcome of the story. And it's like there's but so much you can do with an Overwatch style game. You know, the story is not going to be on the map, but I feel like if you really like had a strong like narrative element to it, you could really sell a killer game and like have us fall in love with these characters. You know, it wouldn't
Yeah.
even have to be all that crazy. Like you can have like some maybe like campaign exclusive maps. You know, like there's a bunch of them in like I'm just doing this because it's what comes to mind. Call of Duty. Call of Duty has a bunch of campaign exclusive maps, but then they also have the what's called the multiplayer maps that are, you know, only on multiplayer. Like you're not going to go to Nuketown in story mode.
Yeah. It's oh shit, I just had a point. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, it's just.
I was gonna say, you know, one of the things with Overwatch was we I mean obviously I think the characters are really charming already, so that was one of the things that kind of like helped it work.
Mhm.
We also got like those cinematics, and we're still getting them every once in a while. That's like there's more or less some story that helps you build a bond with these characters.
Yeah, and then the maps as well kind of reference the story. You know,
Mhm.
like the animatics. Like for example, like Reinhardt's introduction, where it's like it was the other like Sentinel dudes, and they like had their last stand. And when you go to that map, sure enough, you still see his suit there, and you're like, oh shit, he did stay till he died. So it's like. It's one of those things. It's like an environmental storytelling. Oh, this is that night mode thing you were talking about, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, go back in the pipe now. You've you've hit the block.
Reverse flash.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like just being able to tell a story with environment. It's always just being able to tell any story is good. And I agree. Concord didn't really seem like it had too much of a one.
Yeah. And if they did have one, that should have been their marketing push. That
Mhm.
should have been the big marketing push. Like instead of it being like, you know, look at these cool characters. Why should I care about these
Ooh.
characters? Make me want to care about them instead of just being like cuz honestly, the announcement trailer, interesting trailer. I really was like, "Oh, wow, this is going to be cool." And then you see the gameplay footage and you're like, "Ah, dang."
Yeah, exactly. That was my thought. I'm like, oh.
hmm Yeah, I would have loved like you know, like a what's it called? Even if it was first person, you know, you said Borderlands. I'm thinking more like what's it called? BioShock. You know?
Bioshock, yeah.
Yeah, like Borderlands is probably more on the head because it's like weird zany like guns and stuff like that. But BioShock's a little bit more grounded. I'm imagining like BioShock meets the Outer Worlds. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the Outer Worlds is kind of what I'm imagining. Fuck, come on. Sorry, my dog has his squeaker. But yeah, no, the Outer Worlds is probably what I imagine this thing would be like, where it's just like, yes, you're in space and you need to fight these interesting corporations and stuff like that, and it's just like, cool, just Outer Worlds, not by Bethesda. Let's go.
Yeah,
like,
if only.
I do like a good story. We'll say though, they don't need to be stupidly long, because there are some stories that just go on for like God knows how long, and after a while it's like, I just listen. I got stuff to do, alright?
Oh my god. Hit the damn ghost.
I know, I'm trying. Got him.
There it goes.
See if I can get a mushroom here too. Oh, fuck me, I guess. No, fuck him! Although sometimes games with little or no story is also not bad as well. For evidence, Mario.
Well, Mario's intrigue is in the level design.
Yeah.
Like that's its biggest charm is that it's got like very marketable characters. It's got a very simple enough premise, and it's like just like it's a puzzle solver. It's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle platformer. You know?
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, fuck! Did I just? Okay. I was about to say, did I just fuck myself?
No.
No,
Silly goose.
you need to remove your lower two ribs in order to do that. Have you guys ever heard
wait,
that?
Aaron, you haven't removed your lower two ribs yet? What's taking you so long, man?
No, I'm sorry. I
Taking more
haven't done that yet. Because...
Not the slurping. I hate that.
Oh, sorry, I was drinking my chocolate milk out of the straw.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate milk out of a straw shouldn't make that much noise. What are you doing? Chocolate milk out of a straw sounds like not whatever you were making.
What kind of chocolate milk are you drinking?
Well, listen, when I get to the bottom of it, it sounds like, but that's about it. The rest of the time, it's a vacuum seal. There's no sounds.
Clearly, you have been drinking it wrong, then.
Yeah, bro, come on.
Unless you're drinking out of a loopy straw, then it's like, and then it goes into you, you know?
By the way, Danny, you
Yeah.
probably saw this playthrough already, but you talked about how much you love the Super Mario world aesthetics.
Yes.
Dude, I cannot tell you how badly John fucked up.
Which tie?
All of them. Yeah, I wish you were there for it, because we were playing Super Mario World last year for our holiday playthrough, and I shit you not, John fucked up quite a number of times. My two favorite, though. Oh my god. My two favorite was when, one, we were in Castle 4, and we were, and it was his turn to go to Castle 4. And I shit you not, when we got into the room where there was, like, the roof had spikes on it, and it was coming down, our friend Jonathan decided to look at it instead of running away and did that. Did you ever watch any of the View Askew Universe movies from Kevin Smith?
Cannot say that I have.
One of the characters has a catchphrase where he just looks up at the lights, or something happens and he's just like, "That's beautiful, man." John did exactly that, where he just looked up at the ceiling and it was like, "That's beautiful, man."
It's crazy. It reminds me of that one chick from Independence Day when they were trying to welcome the aliens and like they were readying the Giga Laser or whatever, and then she looked up at it and she was like, "Wow!" And then she got like decimated.
Damn.
Or
Yeah.
and then my second favorite was when John. I have no idea.
I had my reasonings. I wanted to be funny.
I don't know what was going through his head, but we were in the room where we were about to get the secret exit, and we saw the key. He was right there. I was like, "All right, John, just put that key in the hole, and let's get out of here." What did he do? He literally looked at that key, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna throw it away first." He threw it away just to try to escape, and then he couldn't escape, even though I said you can't escape. So he had to.
You can't go back up the pipe.
He had to kill himself.
Soft locked yourself. You soft locked yourself out of it. Wow.
Yes. I looked at it and I'm like, what? What the fuck were you doing? I lost my shit there. needless to say, John, I'm afraid of you. Never play a Mario World with John unless you want to see fuck ups. But anyway, that is actually gonna do it for this part, ladies and gentlemen. That we're already on 39, level 39. Oh man. But what is going to happen after that? Who knows? We have all these other courses that we got to go through, but until then, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our content. Also hit that like button and comment down below. And until then, we'll see you guys for the next part. Till then, everyone, take care.
Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.